Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 296 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is designed by Donna. It is called Bubblegum Block and it's so cute. I'm using actually bubblegum colors and my square turned out to be 17 centimeters, which is about 6.5 inches, and that is the size using an H size crochet hook, which is what I'm going to demonstrate the square in today. So that's 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy to make your square. Unless you want to make it bigger or smaller, use a different size hook. In this square today I'm using two different colors, a bubblegum pink and white here. These are just Red Heart Super Saver yarns, and this is just a 10 ply size 4 worsted weight medium yarn. You can use a double knitting yarn or any type of scrap yarn that you have lying around. You're also going to need a scissors and a yarn needle for this project to cut your yarn and sew in your ends, especially if you do change color like me. You could do a solid granny square color and that's totally fine. You can use as many colors as you want. In this square today we are making cluster stitches and we're doing a 3 double crochet 3 together to make these interesting little diamond shapes in here. It looks really cool. And then there's a bunch of cluster stitches in there as well. We're also doing front post stitches around our clusters, so it's a really eclectic amount of stitches today to make this beautiful yet simple design. It is so fast. It worked up really fast for me, so I hope it does for you too and you enjoy the square and enjoy your day. Also, before we start, I have to mention there are other links in the description of this video, so there will be a link to Donna's written pattern for the bubblegum block, but then there's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram, so make sure you join me on Facebook and Instagram. Share your photos. I'd like to see your photo in the comment section on Facebook, and then on Instagram be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your square on Instagram. Also, you can follow me on Snapchat, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. There's a subscribe button by my username somewhere down there, and then also in the corner here there is an I. You can click that to support YARNutopia today so we can keep bringing you these tutorials. Last thing, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. He's our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of YARNutopia's videos. So now, let's get started and make number 296 granny square. Let's start out by making a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold that down and pull that through, pull tight, insert your hook, and we can start. So let's start off, let's see here, chain 4, so yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then go all the way to the first chain way over here and make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through, and there's your ring. Now if you know how to do adjustable ring or the magic loop or something, you can start that way, but I'm going to just go right into round 1. We're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and that counts as our first double crochet right here. And now we're going to put 15 double crochets into this ring. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's a double crochet. So you have to put 15 of those. So that was 1. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 2. Yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I won't make you watch all 16 or 15 here. So just keep doing double crochets in there until you have 15 double crochets. You should have 16 stitches in total with this chain of 3, so I'll meet you up for round 2. Alright, when you finish round 1, this is what it should look like. If you need to, count back 16 and it should lead you to this chain up 3 right here. We are going to slip stitch right into there. So you should have 16 total stitches with this chain up 3. So go into there, then yarn over and pull through and through. Okay. Okay, now going on to round number 2, I am going to change color. If you're not changing color, just chain up 3 and go on to round 2. But I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn. Pull it through and pull tight. If you're changing color like me, you can start in any stitch around. I'm just going to go right into that same stitch though. And then I'm going to pick up some bubblegum pink here. This is the bubblegum block. So going on to round 2, we are going to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to put 2 double crochets into that same stitch. So yarn over, go into that same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And again, yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now it looks like there's 3 double crochets all in that one stitch because that chain of 3 counts as a stitch. Now we're going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and we're going to skip this next stitch right here, and we're going to put 3 double crochets into the next stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that around. So chain 1, skip the next stitch, and put 3 double crochets all in the next stitch. So super simple round, everybody. So we're just going to do that, and then I'm going to meet you up for the next round. When you're finished with this round, make sure to chain 1 and then skip that last stitch there, and then slip stitch to this beginning chain up 3. So go in, then yarn over, pull through, and through. Alright, now if you're changing color, you can fasten off here, but start in a first double crochet of any 3 double crochet groupings. I'm just going to stick right in the same spot here, and we're going to go on to round 3. We are going to make a beginning double crochet 3 together. So chain up 2, 1 and 2, then yarn over, go into the next stitch, then yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. But hold it, we're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, then yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now there's 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. And that is a beginning double crochet 3 together. Now we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to half double crochet in this chain 1 space. So a half double crochet is yarn over, go into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Okay, that's a half double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to double crochet these 3 stitches together. So yarn over, go into this first stitch, then yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then again yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now there's 4 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. Okay, that's a regular double crochet 3 together. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to make the corner in this next chain 1 space. So we're going to put a double crochet, so yarn over, go into this chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put another double crochet into that same space. Just like that. So that's our corner. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to double crochet 3 together over these 3 stitches. So just like I showed you, yarn over, go into the first one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Okay, then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and repeat what we did. So half double crochet into the chain 1 space, going through all 3 of those loops like that, then chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet 3 together, okay, just like that, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and in this next chain space we're going to make our corner, our next corner here. Sorry, I have to get more yarn. So we're going to double crochet, chain 3, and then double crochet back into that same chain 1 space. Okay, so there's our next corner. Okay, I'll show you again. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to double crochet 3 together. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, then chain 2, 1, 2, half double crochet into the chain 1 space, then chain 2, and double crochet 3 together. 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and then in this next space we're doing our corner. So we're doing a double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet, all in that same chain 1 space. Okay, we've got one more side to go, so chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet 3 together, 1, 2, 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, half double crochet in the chain 1 space, then chain 2, double crochet 3 together, 1, 2, and 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and in this chain 1 space here we're going to make our corner. So it's a double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet. To finish this round we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to slip stitch to the top of this beginning double crochet 3 together. So right at the top there. Okay, so not in the chain up 2 here. We're just going to go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, so you can see there our square shape is starting to form. Okay, so now going on to round 4, if you're not changing color, let's see here, slip stitch into any corner. So I guess if you were changing color or not, you should just fasten off here anyway, because you're going to want to start in a chain 3 corner space. So I'm going to chain 1 here, cut this yarn, pull it through, pull tight, and we're going to start in a corner. So I'm just going to go in this corner here, grab the yarn, hook it on the hook and pull it through. And then for round 4, we're going to make a beginning cluster stitch. So that is a chain up 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to work, we're going to just yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. But hold it, we're going to yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now there's 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. So it's very similar to that beginning double crochet 3 together, but we're working in the same space there. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put a regular cluster stitch in that same chain 3 space. So a regular cluster stitch, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go in, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. Okay, and there's your corner. Awesome! Now, let's see here, we need to chain 2, so 1 and 2, and we're going to make a cluster stitch in the next chain 2 space. So right in here, just make a cluster. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and cluster in the next chain 2 space. 1, 2, and 3. So yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then chain 2. Then cluster in the next chain 2 space, and then chain 2. And then cluster in this next chain 4 space, or chain 2 space, sorry. Not chain 4. I don't know why I said chain 4. Chain 2 space. There we go. Cluster. Then we're going to chain 2 and then make our corner in our corner. So that's a cluster stitch. Just like that. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and another cluster stitch in that same corner space. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to just repeat. So it's a very simple cluster round. We're going to chain 2, cluster in the next chain 2 space, and then chain 2, cluster in the next, then chain 2, cluster in the next, and so on until you get to the corner. In the corners, we're putting a cluster, chain 3, okay, don't chain 2, chain 3, and then put another cluster in the corner. Sorry, I was thinking, because we have to chain 2 in between these ones on the sides, but chain 3 between the ones in the corner. So now I'm in the corner here, so we got to chain 2 first before we get into that corner, and then we're going to put a cluster, chain 3, and a cluster. So if you need to, follow along with the written pattern, otherwise I'll meet you up for the next round. When you're finished with this round, just slip stitch to the first cluster stitch here. Okay, so not this chain up 2 right here. Go into the cluster stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now if you're not changing color and going on to the next round, just slip stitch into this chain 3 corner space, and then let's see here, for round 5, chain up 2 and go on to round 5 with me. I'm actually going to chain up 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight. I'm going to start in the corner, but I'm going to grab a different yarn here, going back to that bubblegum pink, hooking that on the hook and pulling it through, and then chain up 2. 1 and 2, and that counts as our first half double crochet of this round. So now in the same space we are going to half double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, that's a half double crochet. In the same space we're going to put a double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Also, in the same space, we are going to put 2 more half double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through all 3 loops. That's a half double crochet. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So you can see that it looks like there's 2 half double crochets, a double crochet, and 2 half double crochets for the corner. Then we're going to front post double crochet around this cluster stitch. So yarn over, go into this corner, chain 3 space, around the cluster stitch to the chain 2 space, then yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That is a front post double crochet around the cluster. Then we're going to put 2 half double crochets in this chain 2 space. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And we're just going to repeat these 3 stitches across here. So in this cluster stitch right here, we're going to do a front post double crochet around it. So yarn over, go into this chain 2 space around this post, around this cluster stitch, into this chain 2 space like that. Yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then in this chain 2 space right here, we're going to put 2 half double crochets. 1 and 2. And then just repeat. So front post double crochet around this cluster stitch, and then 2 half double crochets in this next chain 2 space. Then a front post double crochet around this cluster, and then 2 half double crochets in the chain 2 space. Then a front post double crochet around this cluster, and then 2 half double crochets in this chain 2 space. Then a front post double crochet around this cluster, and now we're in the corner here, so we're going to make our corner stitches. And our corner is 2 half double crochets, then a double crochet, and then 2 more half double crochets. Okay, just like that. And there's our corner. So we're just going to repeat that across, or from this side to this corner, on each side and each corner. So front post double crochet around the clusters, okay, and put 2 half double crochets in the chain 2 spaces. Then when you get to the corner chain 3 space, put 2 half double crochets, a double crochet, and 2 half double crochets. If you need to, follow along with the written pattern available to you by clicking the link in the description of this video. Otherwise, I'll just meet you up at the end of this round. We'll go on to the next round together. Alright, when you're finished with this round, you want to work that front post double crochet around that last stitch there, and then slip stitch to this chain up 2 here. So right into the chain up 2, go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now at this point you could be done, have your nice little square, but I'm going to do one more single crochet round just to kind of clean up these edges here. So we're going to chain up 1 and single crochet into the same stitch. So right in that same chain up 2, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet. Now we're actually going to skip the next stitch right here, and in this double crochet right here we're going to make our corner, and our corner is 3 half double crochets in the double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So that's 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So 3 half double crochets in that double crochet of the corner. Then we're going to skip the next stitch, and we're going to single crochet into the next 18 stitches. So go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, then we're going to skip this last stitch on the side, and in this double crochet here, we're going to make our corner, which is 3 half double crochets in there. So 1, 2, and 3. And then just repeat. So skip the next stitch right there and single crochet in the next 18 stitches. Then skip the next stitch and put 3 half double crochets in the double crochet of the corner. And just repeat. So do that all the way around, and I'll meet you up when we're about to fasten off. Alright, you only have to single crochet in the last 17 stitches instead of 18 because we had that first single crochet there, which we're actually going to slip stitch into when we finish. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And then we can fasten off. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull it through, pull tight, and grab that yarn needle to sew in your ends. And there it is. Number 296 granny square is finished. Oh my gosh, the year is coming to an end. It's kind of sad, but kind of exciting. Anyway, I'm just going to sew in all these ends here. Big, huge thank you to Donna for designing this bubblegum block. Make sure to shout out to her, and big thank you to her for designing the square and designing the squares that she has contributed to this project. Make sure, give kudos to the designers who are, participating in this project, because they work very hard to design these lovely squares. There it is. How beautiful. Thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this square. You may need to block it. I see some rounded out edge here, so I might want to, you know, kind of push that in a little bit, manipulate it to make it square, but overall, it is beautiful. So that worked up so fast. Enjoy the rest of your day. Share your photos, hashtag 365 days of granny squares so I can see that on Instagram. Snapchat me, YARNutopia. So I will see you tomorrow. Happy hooking!